Who is this?
This mission is screwed.
We've spent $10 million training this kid, and we did not teach him how to talk to a girl!
I hope you guys guessed, put your guesses in the last video, but this movie that the clues should have hinted you towards was Agent Cody Banks. Now, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie as a kid because as a kid I was obsessed with Hilary Duff. And so anything she was in, I was like, I gotta watch this, I gotta support my girl. And watching it now as an adult, I have to give it a rating of meh. Like, it was just okay. Like, to be honest, it was not the best movie. And I feel like it's a movie that is a kid's movie. So it's best left in the past with my memories that I had as a kid. Because watching it now, I just kind of found it kind of boring. And even like the chemistry between Cody and Natalie, I didn't think it was actually really there. Like, he freaked her out like the first 2 times they met. Then the third time he saves her. And then she's like, oh, okay, I kind of like you now. And it was just... yeah, and even like just the whole premise of Cody being a junior agent with the CIA, so like kid agents and just running and doing stuff, it was just kind of like over the top, and there were just a lot of like loopholes, and even like the plot, it was just kind of all over the place. Like, to me, this was not an enjoyable experience. And yeah, I definitely just remember loving this movie. Like, I always thought that the scene where they find out that Cody doesn't know how to talk to a girl was always funny because they get all these experts to come in and try to show him different ways on how to talk to a girl. And then, like, you have your drill sergeant who was, like, yelling at him. And then, so I always thought that was funny. I watched it this time around. I was like, yeah, that part still held. But yeah, overall, this movie, I was kind of disappointed in it because I remember it being so, so good. But I definitely think it's a movie for kids, not for adults to rewatch, just because it was not the best experience for me. Yeah, it did have my girl, I can never remember her name, but she's from Resilient Owl. She was in that movie. I just feel like it just was not the best in my opinion. This movie, they kind of just did a lot of things that were over the top. Like, of course, towards the end of the movie, you have your scene where they're exploding like this factory where the nanobots were being mass produced. And so you have that big explosion, and then you have the helicopter flying away with Agent Cody Banks on the side of it. And I was like, okay. But yeah, overall, this is definitely a kid's movie that should be kept in the past. And I would say probably not rewatch as an adult. And if you have seen this movie recently, let me know what you think. If you agree, if you disagree. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. This has been another episode of Real Talk with Noelle.